Welcome everyone. Today we will talk about image storage in PHP using database versus file system. There's always said that there's no right or wrong way to program everything. Each application should be analyzed, designed and programmed to the predetermined specification. And when it comes to image storage, the design issue become more consideration. In this case, there are three key factors which we need to consider while we will design about the image storage. We should always take care of performance, storage, and portability. It doesn't matter which option we are using, either it's database or it's file system. We always focus on these three points mainly. So the biggest advantage is to storing a image in database is it is more secure, and you can read your image directly from SQL query. You don't need to provide any path specification. Uh, it's usually different on different systems, and it is easily portable when you are using your image storage on a database. You just need to move your database from one server to another server. There's no big effort to doing that. And if we are using file system, big image size is not an issue. In that case, we can store large number of images on a file system, and if we really need a space, so we will change the hard drive and where we have stored our folder, or then we can increase the memory space on that. Retrieving images from file system is much faster than the database, because on the database, when we will keep adding images one after another, it will make much slower access from the database as compared to file system. And in the coding script of PHP, there is no special decoding techniques required when we are using file system. We just need to provide a simple path where we have put a folder for the images, and then we need to just access all those images from that path. If we talk about using downside of database, if the image size is very big and we have to add number of images into our database, then it would be really a big issue, and soon our data will start grow, and it will keep growing and growing, and this will make our database access speed slower. This can affect backup and restoring the images, and it will take much longer time when we will try to retrieve image using SQL query in PHP script. If we are using our server with somebody else, and then only we will run out of space in that server. Moreover, we have to do encoding decoding method to converting the blob data from database into images. If we are using file system, then we need to take care of some other things. We need some additional backup strategy. We always need to take care of that thing that nobody can replace or change their folder, or nobody can delete images from our folder. And basically, security and integrity are the main issues in this case. Portability is also a big issue when we are using file system. It's not really very easy when we are using file system, and when we want to move our website from one server to another server, we have to pay lots of attention for that, so that we can properly port our file system with images from one place to another. Now Mao will tell you how we can implement both these systems in efficient way.
Hello, it's Mao. I will talk about how to upload images using file system and without file system. First, I will create database. For the file system, I'll just store the file path, so I'll set the type of the row image path to varchar. For without file system, I'll store the actual image, so I'll set the type of the row image data to long blob. Now database creation is done. Let's start coding. I created database access file and very simple HTML file to upload image. First, include the database access PHP file, and if the image is sent correctly, create image variable and set the image. I'll store path, temporary file, image type into the variables and check the image file if it's JPEG. Image could have other extensions, but for this example, I'll just accept JPEG file. Create new image name and set the path of the destination. Now upload the image file to the file system using temp name and upload path. For chance of failing, display message and store the destination path to the database. Create insert query string using table and row variables from dbconnect.php. Execute the query and show error message if it fails. To go to the show.php file to see the image, I'll set a link to go to that page. Now save.php is done. Let's edit show.php. First, include dbconnect.php to connect the database. Create select all query. Execute it and show error message if it fails. Set while loop to go through all the data in the database. And echo image tag and set the path data from the database into source. That's it. Let's check if it works. Go to upload one directory. Select image and submit. Now we can see the image. But is it actually saved? Let's check the database. Yes, it's there. Let's check the image directory too. Yes, the image is there. Now I'll modify this code so that it will upload image data into the database. I copied everything from upload one directory to upload two directory. First, I'll modify dbconnect.php. Change data1 to 2 and image path to image data. Second, I'll modify save.php file. I'll need to modify just inside the second if statement. I don't need to upload the image to file system, but now I need to get the actual image content. Use escape string function to store the data correctly to the database. Change the variable to escape data. I'll modify show.php next. To embed the blob data in the image tag, I'll do base64 encode to the blob data and set it. Let's check if it actually works. Go to upload to directory, select image, and submit. Yes, I can see the image here. I'll check the database. Go to data 2. Image is stored. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.